Hello, math students. I see your calls for help, so I'm making an emergency help video for today's work. I'm not going to go through every step of every problem, but I will go through the word problems in some parts to get you started, and then just give it your best. And then remember, tomorrow we have a Google Meet scheduled in the morning, so if you're still feeling a little lost, make sure that you get in your permission slips if you haven't yet, so that you are able to join the meet if you want and if you need. But even before all of that, it's totally fine if you're feeling stuck. Word problems aren't the easiest, and sometimes it's a little hard to interpret them. So don't worry about feeling a little bit lost. Though some of your comments make it seem like you're stuck in some math forest and don't know how to get out. But let's get out of that forest. So the first one, number 18, Jenny wants to buy a sweatshirt that costs $30.98. Write and solve an equation. Now, in the word problems that you do, you're always going to be given some guidance. You just need to translate. Write and solve an equation to find out how much change she will get. So change plus the cost of the sweater if the total is $40. So a couple things. Look for some words that will give you the parts of the equation. For example, is usually translates to mean equals, and then look for your operations. Plus, divided, less than would be subtract, things like that. And then just take all of these pieces and turn it into an equation. So here is the equation. The change, we don't know how much change she is getting. That's going to be represented by the variable c. So whatever her change she gets back, plus the actual cost of the sweater. Now the cost of the sweater is given to us in the problem. That's $30.98. So the cost of the sweater plus the change that she gets back is or should be equal to $40, which is what she gave the cashier. So she gave 40 bucks. It costs $30.98, and the change she gets back should also total up to 40. Now you can, I hope, easily solve this problem using inverse operations. I will leave that part up to you. And do try to use inverse operations just to practice showing your work and doing some basic algebra. But there's the first problem for today. The next problem is a geometry-based problem, but it's something that you should be pretty comfortable with. We're talking about the perimeter of a rectangle. So I would advise the first thing that you should do is probably draw yourself a little sketch of what's happening. So we've got a rectangle, and what we know about this rectangle is that its total perimeter is 72 centimeters. Now, how do you find perimeter? Well, typically you add side 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, the formula that I gave you in the word problem is a variation of that. Usually it's length plus width plus width. I simplified that. 2 of the lengths plus 2 of the widths is what the perimeter is. All right, so let's plug in what we know. We know that the width is 6, and the length we don't know. So I would say your equation is going to be based off of this. You're going to have 2 times the length, so 2x, plus 2 times the width. And what should that be equal to? It should be equal to 72 centimeters. And now you can take a couple steps to simplify this and then solve it. And I'll do one step of this for you and leave the rest for you to try on your own. So 2 times x is just 2x. You can't simplify that. And 2 times 6 is 12. And right here we've got ourselves a nice two-step equation. You've got multiply, you've got add. So remember, you're going to reverse PEMDAS, you're going to subtract, and then you're going to divide. And what you're going to end up finding is x. X equals, and what is x in this problem? It's the unknown length of the rectangle. So there's problem 19 somewhat worked out for you. Our next problem is also a geometry-based problem, and for anything that's talking about a shape or some sort of drawing, it's really helpful if you give yourself a visual. So we've got ourselves a square. We're talking about a square, right? And the square has an area of 25 inches. So I tried to give you a somewhat helpful hint in that area is equal to length times width. Area equals length times width. And what do you know about a square? All of the sides are the same. That's why I said use the variable s for any and all of the sides. If this is s, since it's a square, this is s, and this is s. Those are sloppy s's that look like fives. And this is an s. And area equals length times width. So what you're looking for in this problem is what number multiplied by itself will equal 25. So the formula here is going to be 25 equals s times s. I've actually done the work for you. That is your answer. If you read the problem carefully, it just says write an equation. Now, if you want to go a step further and find the answer, I'll leave that for you to do. But at least you can kind of work through and see the logic here. A square has 4 equal sides. Side times side equals area. That would be your equation. Keep it simple. Don't overthink these problems. Oftentimes, it's all right in the problem. You just need to reason with yourself. We've got 2 more to look at, 21 and 22. A pizza is cut into 8 equal slices. So we've got ourselves a pizza. Yum. There's 8 slices. We're going to pretend that I'm a good artist and that they're all equal. If you divided up the 8 slices into friends, each friend gets 2 total slices. Write and solve a division equation. So we're going to be dividing in this to find out how many friends shared the pizza. So I'm not going to write the equation, but I'll get you started on the words. 8 slices divided by friends equals 2 slices per friend. There's not only one equation also for all of these. You could find another way to come up with an equation that works for this. This is one potential, which you can actually turn into something that looks more like an equation with a variable. But if you don't like this equation, there's another 1 or 2 that you could come up with as well. And we can talk about it further tomorrow in the Google Meet, if you can make it. The last problem for now in this emergency video. The Florida panther, an actual animal, has an average height of 30 inches. Now the panther is 20 inches taller than the mockingbird. Write and solve an addition equation to find the height of the mockingbird. So keyword is means equals. I'm going to write this out in words so that you can maybe translate my words into an equation because I don't want to give it totally away. So we've got Florida panther is, which means equals, so I wrote in capital letters. I'll actually make them a different color so they stand out. The 2 pieces of this equation that are going to be your operations, an equal sign and some sort of mathematical operation. Whatever the Florida panther is, which I think is given to you, is, or equals, 20 taller than whatever the mockingbird is. In this equation, you should have numbers, an equal sign, an operation, and 1 variable. And the variable is for the thing that you don't know. Hint, hint. What is the one thing you don't know in this? So I'm not totally giving it away, but hopefully nudging you in the right direction. I hope this helps. Um, we'll find a way to get more Google Meets scheduled in the future, but for tomorrow there is one. I hope you can attend if you need it, and I hope this helps. Have a super duper Wednesday, and it's kind of nice out. So once you get your work done, get some fresh air, people. All right, see ya.